Well, good afternoon, everybody, and you are watching the Afternoon Agenda, and we need to talk about the vaccine rollout. This is my view, anyway, but let us know what yours is. GBViews at GBNews.uk. Well, it's been a busy day on planet Omicron, hasn't it? Last night, our Prime Minister addressed the nation, announced a huge new vaccine rollout and presented no scientific or medical evidence about this new variant whatsoever. Then, today, it emerged that we've had our first death with, not of, Omicron. In fact, it may well be the very first one in the world, actually. There have been 5-hour queues outside vaccination centres. The government has apparently run out of lateral flow tests and the NHS's booster booking website crashed. Boris Johnson hasn't ruled out introducing more restrictions before Christmas as well, the dreaded Plan C. Tube travel fell by 250,000 in a single day, and many restaurants and bars have seen every single one of their Christmas bookings cancelled. There are no plans to close schools in January, but there weren't any plans to do the same at this point last year, and that's what happened in the end, wasn't it? The Prime Minister has said we mustn't think this variant is any less severe than Delta, and that it may be even worse. Although he hasn't done any of us the courtesy of showing some evidence for that, which I think would have been nice. The only way to avoid lockdowns and the loss of our civil liberties is if we all get vaccinated, it seems. In fact, Boris wants to jab 1 million people every single day. That's up from the 530,000 we poked in the arm on Saturday. Our record number of jabs in a day currently stands at 844,000 set in March. So it's a big ask. All over 18s will be eligible from Monday, and you can even get jabbed on Christmas Day. You just know that there'll be people tweeting about getting the hashtag best present ever, holding up their vaccine cards to the camera on Christmas morning, don't you? It's reported that we need to do this vaccine rollout because 2 jabs only offers you 30% protection from Omicron, whereas, staggeringly, 3 jabs will give you 75% resistance. Unsurprisingly, Pfizer is already talking about the 4th jab, but I suppose it would be weird if they weren't, given that they made $3.5 billion from the vaccine in the first 3 months of this year alone. But in order to fulfil this very ambitious vaccine rollout, we'll have to divert NHS resources away from other areas. In fact, the NHS is set to announce a national incident in the coming days. So this means that routine operations probably will be cancelled. GP appointments could be on the slide again. We already have 740,000 people living here who should have been referred to get a cancer diagnosis and were missed. And a youth mental health epidemic as well. It really is now just the National COVID Service, isn't it? Not the National Health Service. We seem to be living in COVID Britain, not Great Britain. I spoke to Conservative MP Andrew Bridgen this morning, and there are serious questions over whether Boris Johnson might simply be behaving the way he is over Omicron to keep his numerous scandals out of the press. I want things to get back to normal as much as the next person. Many people think the vaccine is the answer. But I'm asking, should we be prioritising COVID at all costs? Is the vaccine booster rollout a silver bullet against Omicron?